Well, what did we learn from Kentucky today? Well, we learned that Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick no longer have a golden horseshoe shoved up their ass when it comes to the mile-and-a-half races this year. Truex finally wins a mile-and-a-half this year, after Truex won 7 last year. It's okay, Truex. Harvick and Kyle Busch sorta wanted to dominate. At least you stepped up and wanted to win tonight. So there you go, Truex. Congratulations. Congrats to Kamikaze Games, of course. The crow to you, man. Truex at 4 wins now. Only 1 behind Kyle Busch and Harvick, and then we have 3 drivers with 5 this year. Who would have predicted this at the start of the year? That we'd be at this point. Of course, trucks, pretty good race. Ben Rhodes wins. I know some of you are going to complain about Ben Rhodes, but here, I'm going to give you one positive about Ben Rhodes' win. At least it wasn't a leech. And of course, Xfinity. Well, Xfinity race, Kyle Busch managed to choke the race away. Because in this race now, well, now you can pass the leech for a change. How about that? You can now pass King Leach himself. Let's be real, Xfinity race, Kyle Busch choked. When you have the most superior car in the field, that's choking. When you are the favorite to win the race and you lose, that's choking. When you have to pit because your rear tires and your car is a piece of shit, that's a double choking. When you can't make it all the way through the field in a certain amount of time with the fastest car, that's choking. So, in other words, Kyle Busch managed to choke. And Kyle Busch embraced his inner Kevin Harvick. But hey, Christopher Bell won, so a regular gets to win for a change. Don't worry, Hemrick, there's always next time. And also, for any of those little Kyle Busch fanboys that approve of Kyle Busch's comments at Chicagoland, well, Christopher Bell shows you how to talk to the fans after the race properly. Because after the race, when they asked Chris Bell if he wanted to say anything to the fans, of course, Christopher Bell thanked the fans for coming out to the race and supporting them each and every week. Of course, saying that that the fans are the backbone of the sport, and that their support helps NASCAR each and every week. So in other words, somebody watch my Chicagoland review. So yes, Eric Jones, thank you, Eric Jones, for admitting I was right about the fans being the backbone and the ones that always support NASCAR. We need people like Christopher Bell. So lesson here, be a Christopher Bell. Don't be a Kyle Busch. The Cup race itself, it was pretty much the same race as last year. The only difference was that Truex led more laps than last year, and the race didn't end in overtime or under caution. Truex still won all 3 stages. It's pretty clear that the championship battle this year is going to be Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex. At least 2 of those 3 will make the final 4. I think one of them is going to get screwed out of the chase because the chase always has that bullshit elimination every year. And of course, the big battle with 7 races to go to the chase, of course, is for the 16th spot in the chase. Bowman had a bad finish because of a cup blown tire. Bowman now leaves Kentucky only 9 points to the good over Ricky Stenhouse. And Paul Menard is only 23 points back at the 16th and final spot. And where we are right now, we're guaranteed at least 2 drivers to make it in on points in the chase. So a win is pretty much an automatic berth. Chase Elliott's 50, I think it's 50-something points. 50-some points. I think it's 55, correct me if I'm wrong. Jimmy Johnson, of course, is 61 points to the good, and everybody else, they're over 100 points to the good and probably are in a less disaster. But, you know, if Jimmy Johnson just runs top 15 every week, he should be in, barring no problems. Like, this year has been tough. But hey, you know, there are good years and bad years. This just isn't Jimmy's year. Wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy Johnson got knocked down the first round of Chase. But hey, Kentucky as a whole, man, was a meh. Mediocre. Once Truex took the lead, nobody could compete with him. When Truex was, like, the only time you could really compete with Truex was if you went off strategy, like you take 2 tires or stay out or whatnot. But yeah, Truex wins. Race rating, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 race, pretty meh. There was some good side-by-side racing, I'll give it that. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. And the one punter positive, we don't have another 1.5 mile race to the Chase. Because the next one will be Las Vegas in September to open the Chase. Like, the rest of the year consists of mainly flat tracks. Like, we got Loudon, we got Pocono, we got an Indy. We have 2 intermediates in Darlington and Michigan. We have the short track at Bristol. And then we have the road course Watkins Glen. So yeah, that's what the rest of the schedule is. Coming to the Chase. But yeah, I think I'm done. Hey, I have no problem with Truex winning. If it means Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick don't get the win. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.